The media. It has been around for centuries, but only recently has technology evolved, mobile devices been developed, and social media platforms taken a storm. But alongside the mass media expansion comes mass misinformation and deep societal prejudices.
Almost a quarter of the world's population is now on Facebook.
A quarter? Wow, that's a lot of people.
A quarter?
Yeah, a quarter.
That's lower than I thought it was, to be fair.
A quarter? You know what? I wasn't...
Does this surprise you?
A bit, yeah.
No, it's like, I think the oldest kind of platform for social media.
Not really, to be honest. I mean, that makes sense. Everyone's obsessed with social media.
I thought it was going to be at least a half of the world's population.
How come?
Just because I know a lot of people are on Facebook.
But I didn't think it would be that much, considering there's billions of people on the planet.
90% of hiring managers make their hiring decisions based on information found on social media. Do they?
19%.
Ooh, 19.
Okay, 19%.
19%, okay.
Do you think businesses should be basing their judgments on people's social media accounts, on people's social media presence? Do you think it's fair to be doing that?
Yeah, but I feel like people should also mind what they actually put on social media.
I mean, not really. It's not the most professional way, I'd suppose.
Hiring managers should look at the skills first, but then look at the social media presence.
If it's just like how often they go on social media, what do they post, what's the type of things they post, have they got a bad reputation on social media, that's the type of things to look into.
I think it's relevant. I mean, if I was an employer, I'd probably want to check.
Okay, so the Cyberbullying Institute 2019 survey of US middle and high school students found that over % report having been cyberbullied. I'm going to say it's over 50%. 36? Oh, okay.
36%. That is slightly shocking. Almost half.
36. You know what? Humanities passed my faith test, I'm surprised. 36.
36%.
Yeah, I feel like that's about right.
Okay, 36%.
Do you think that the media platforms are doing enough to help people who are suffering from this?
I don't think they were, but now I think they do, because you can report stuff.
I feel like social media shouldn't be held accountable, but they should do something better to stop it from happening. There could be some improvements, but overall I think there's not much they could do, and they're doing their best.
I think they should have kind of measures in place for if it's ongoing or it's affecting someone's life, that they should be banned from that platform.
Social media companies should be held accountable for cyberbullying. They should be doing more to tackle it and more ways to actually prevent it.
From 2015 to 2018, there was around, I'm going to guess 200 million monthly engagements with fake news stories.
I'm not surprised.
That is shocking.
It's so much easier to just be a fake person online. That's a lot.
So these fake news stories are believed to have influenced election results and even spread misinformation during armed attacks, such as Russia's invasion of Ukraine or the attack on the US Capitol building.
That is so high, but also I thought that these social media platforms would have systems in place that can spot fake news and know it's not reputable.
That's too high, because it has the opportunity to sway voting for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons.
I think even just having one view of fake news can be catastrophic.
Vulnerable people will believe this misinformation, and that can really affect like people, so it's definitely something to be looked out for.
I'm surprised it's that high, but obviously a lot of people are gullible in a weird way.
45% of adults in the UK believe that they come across fake news every single day. That makes me think I'm coming across fake news all the time now.
I've learnt about how the media works and I've just given up on it.
I'm quite particular with who I follow.
It's misleading, I'd say. Sometimes you get information that's not necessarily wrong, but definitely misleading.
If it's a topic that I'm interested in, I will search it to see if it's true.
I wanted to find out more about the link of mental health and these media platforms. So I spoke to Maggie Seck, Centre Coordinator of the charity group Jasmine House in Leicester.
Yeah, I think social media had a great impact on people's mental health, especially on the young people. Can have a positive effect because we are able to communicate with people across the world, really. We are able to retrieve the information easily, and we don't have to go to the libraries right now. We can work from homes. So it can have a definitely positive effect, but in my opinion, more likely there is more negative effect than positive. No, unfortunately, I don't think it's healthy. Ideally, I would suggest that, and I would recommend that people use only social media for 1 hour on a daily basis. 100%. I can tell you a little bit of the statistics from Leicester rape crisis. So we are only a small charity, and we've been in Leicester for 30 years, over 30 years. So like 20 years ago, we only had about 200 referrals per year. Right now, it's about 600 referrals. And all our clients, like 98% of our clients, struggle with mental health. Yeah, using those words such as psycho, crazy, bonkers gives you a label. Mental Health Act was introduced in the UK in 1959, I think, around 1959, 1960. And before that, people who were classified as crazy or psycho were going to the jail. So obviously they did have a negative impact on their lives and the way the society viewed them, really. So only mental health facilities were introduced in the UK after 1960s. It's very dangerous. Nowadays, so many celebrities are acting like professionals, and they are giving advice. Like, for example, they were going through the depression, and right now they are giving advice on people of how to deal with depression. Always seek professional help if you can. There are so many charities, so many organizations that they provide free service, so you don't have to worry about the money. But I would strongly advise you to speak to your GP first, and then they will be able to signpost you to the right direction and to the right people.